Beginning kneeling and then walking your way forwards to find your own expression of child's pose. Perhaps resting your forehead on a bolster or a block or the floor, but reach out through the arms, thumbs towards each other, ground the index finger and keeping the elbows off the floor. A gentle opening through the shoulders here. Walking the hands over to the left and taking the right hand on top, interlocking the fingers and dropping the head between the arms, sinking down and grounding through the right buttock. Feeling the length on the side body, and then we come over to the right side. We interlock the left fingers and again sink the head down, but also ground the left hip. Making your way back to the center and exhale the forehead towards the floor in child's position. Breathing deeply as we inhale, come up to all fours. Bring some weight into the hands. Inhale, begin to arch the back. And exhale, press through the hands and rounding the back. Again, inhale, shoulder blades towards each other, looking up, but with a soft brow. Exhale, rounding. Inhale again, creating movement in the spine. And exhale, spine between the shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Make your way to neutral. Inhale, lift the right arm. And exhale it all the way under and across the body. And reaching the left hand forwards, trying to keep the bottom above the knees and threading the needle. Pressing all the way back up, reach the arm to the ceiling and exhale the hands down. Inhale the left hand and exhale, threading the arm through. And then reaching the left hand forwards, allowing the head perhaps to rest on the floor, but keeping the bottom above the knees. And then to release, we press up. We find our way back to all fours and we inhale, we arch. We exhale and round. Enjoying that movement of moving the spine quite freely. Reach the right hand up and exhale, repeat the arm threading through the left hand forwards. This time optional, we take out the left hand and you can even try reach the outside of that left foot with your right hand if you like. Pressing all the way up into Parigasana gate pose. Reach over to the right side, press the right hip forwards, and then we release out again to our all fours position. Inhale, arch, find your own rhythm here. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. As we lift up the opposite arm now, the left hand, we thread that hand through, palm towards the ceiling. Straighten out the right arm. If it feels good to you, you can bring the foot out to meet that hand. Grabbing if you can, or simply extending the hand towards the foot. And then pressing all the way up to gate pose on the other side. Straighten the right leg and reach the right arm over. Releasing out to neutral. And finding that rhythm again with your cat-cow. Lengthen your breath, moving your spine. Walk the hands forwards. And we exhale back to puppy. Often it's nice to tuck the toes under, allow the head to sink down towards the floor. And if you like, you can exaggerate this movement by allowing the chin to come towards the floor. But don't rush or push or take your body beyond where is appropriate for you. Back to all fours. The right foot comes forwards into a nice low lunge, opening through the front of the left hip. And then we reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. And then bringing the back of the hands together, press out through the front leg. And again, bend the elbows. Inhale and exhale, rounding the back forward fold. Inhale. Good. Moving with your own breathing pattern here through this expansive and then contracting position, alternating between the two until we move back to neutral to our cat-cow, arching and rounding, and we come to the opposite side. Try to move with strength and stability, so press through the front leg. So we're lifting up and ascending as we descend the hips. And then we begin to include the arms. This is a strong movement, feeling that strength through the upper back. And then we reach the arms out, spread the fingers, press through the front heel. Inhaling, we generally move up. And exhaling, we move into our rounding, our forward folding, our contraction, finding your own rhythm here. Cat and cow, always resting in child pose if you need, or walking your way back to a nice deep squat, grabbing whatever support that you need to be comfortable here. Elbows pressing against the knees, taking the hands back behind you and stretching the legs out in front. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Don't be concerned about whether you can touch your toes or not. But inhale, reach up again, and exhale the hands back behind you. Bend the knees. Come into your version of Purvottanasana. The bottom comes down, and we exhale, forward folding. Inhale, straight arms, exhale there. Take the hands by the waist and crossing the right leg over the left with the toes pointing backwards. And again, reaching forwards. This is a very gentle forward fold. It's great if you have sciatica or any issues with your piriformis. And then we come into the full expression by bending the other knee, pressing the hands on the knee as we lift the chest. Breathing here. And then reaching the arms up, bending one elbow, pressing through the elbow while we still look up, sitting tall, and reach the other hand behind the back using a strap or interlocking, hooking the fingers together. Use the head to press back against the arm. And then we release, both legs come out straight. We inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Finding some comfort here. Inhale, look up, and exhale, hands by the waist. And we move to the other side now, so make sure that your knees are comfortable. Sometimes your bottom may need to be on a block. Reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Hold anywhere that's appropriate along the knee or leg. Inhale, keep both sit bones firmly grounded, and then bend both legs. Again, try to sit down between your heels, press on the feet to get yourself comfortable. Sit on a block if you prefer. Taking a moment or two here, so we're not in a rush. And then when you're ready, we now switch the arms. So whichever arm wasn't up top before, now is. And the other hand, reach for your belt now if you would like it, or interlock the fingers. And holding here, keep the chest up. And then release both hands out, and we release out the feet again from this position. We slowly lie down and cradle the knees towards the chest. Kind of a posing movement in a way, because the knees are no longer crossed. We hold on behind the thighs and we begin to straighten and bend the legs. This will look different for all of us depending on how we feel today, our natural flexibility, or how long we've practiced yoga or perhaps other forms of movement. Straighten the legs and then release one all the way down as you hug the right knee in. Inhale, straighten that leg up, and exhale both knees in and swap. Exhale the right leg towards the floor now. Bring both knees towards the chest, the hands out at shoulder height. Find a right angle with the knees as you rock the knees to one side, you bring them to the center, and you rock them to the other, but we are doing this with the utmost control. The feet come to the floor, and we cross the knees over, gently using your hand if you like, as you come into a very passive spinal twist, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, release the cross, switching legs. And exhale to the other side. Your gaze can be to the side or to the ceiling, or you might even wish to close the eyes. Good. Cross the legs, holding onto the ankles and bringing the feet out to the side. Switching over, doing this gently, the feet come out to the side again. And then we release the feet to the floor, feeling the lower back on the floor, one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, noticing the rise of the chest, the rise of the belly, connecting here with your natural breathing. And in your own time, just release out now. So find a really comfortable position to lie on the floor. Perhaps placing a bolster underneath your knees. You may wish to place something over your eyes. And if you feel you need it, we take some conscious deep breaths here. And as you lie here, allow your awareness to reach out to hear sounds in the far, far distance. Perhaps people moving, cars, and then bringing your awareness to what you can hear in this room. So the sound of my voice, the creaking of the walls, or the heating or the cooling. Perhaps movement in the room. And then feeling for the sensations in the body. Gently move your awareness, scanning from your heels to your head, and feeling for all of the points of the contact that the body is having with the floor. With each exhalation, sinking deeper at these points. Breathing and surrendering here. In your own time, create movement in your body, bend your knees. Check how your back is feeling, hands on the belly. And when you're ready, you're going to roll over to the side to a comfortable position. We take our time with these movements out of our practice, as the transitions are important. When you are on your side, bring your elbows to your knees, curled up in a little ball. And then pressing up to a seated position. Hands in the lap or on the knees, the shoulders away from the ears. And just feeling yourself being here, breathing today or this evening, in this moment. Give yourself the opportunity to simply be here, still and breathing. Bring your hands to prayer.